Hello FIRE friends, this is Jody, part of Nat and Jody International House Sitters, friends of Amy and Tim from Go With Less. And in this video, I'm just wanting to run through a little bit of our story with the crypto fun we've been having over the last 6 months, thanks to the training course called The Plan. So you may have heard of it, but if you haven't, The Plan is just that. It's a training course that empowers you to be in full control of your own crypto holdings, and it provides you with a set of rules and parameters for automated bots that generate cash flow from your chosen crypto assets as they wiggle up and down in value. So this is very much about kind of set and forget type of stuff. So it's perfect for FIRE people. So because the plan is teaching you, and it's only teaching you, nobody's going to take your money and nobody's going to do investing for you. You're completely in control. But what the plan won't teach you is binary trading, day trading, and it's certainly not part of any sort of crypto MLM or anything. Dan Hollings is the guy who created the course, and what he's doing is sharing his highly tested set of rules that he spent 3 years and over $5 million perfecting, so that you can actually set up your grid bots to earn small profits minute by minute on autopilot. And it literally will only take you like 2 minutes to set up the bot. Once you know what these rules are, 2 minutes, set them up. But I want to kind of tell you a little bit about our experience. So we are really fortunate to have been part of the Beta 1 rollout of the group training back in June and July of 2021. So for us, it was difficult because we had huge FOMO when Dan decided to start teaching what it is that he had been doing for the last 3 years and how he'd created it. He only took on some private clients who paid like $10,000 for his time to sit down with him. He did about a dozen or so of those people. We didn't get into that group, so I was like so jealous that I had a few friends that were doing that. So personally, we'd been seeking passive income for a long time. We're digital nomads and we've been working online the whole time we've been traveling, but yeah, we wanted sort of more of the passive side of things, and it really wasn't until the plan that we even decided to become semi-retired. So we've loved everything about blockchain technology. We've owned some crypto for a little while now, only a little bit, not a lot, but we were really worried that we weren't going to be able to follow the rules of the plan because we are kind of known as rule breakers. So something I probably even shouldn't be showing you, but it's no big deal. I mean, this is just sort of one thing. The plan is not just about teaching the automated grid bots. You know, Dan is wanting people to be getting involved in crypto on a whole. So one really good suggestion for risk management is to just look at your crypto holdings. You can do this pie graph for all of your investments. If you've got real estate, if you've got shares, if you've got Forex, whatever it is that you're investing in, perhaps thinking that crypto should be a part of it. Within the crypto space, he highly recommends having around 20% in stable coins. So that is the coins that won't fluctuate. They're literally like tethered against whether it's US dollars, Great British pounds, Australian dollars. Hodling is a term that was created early in the crypto space. It means hold on for dear life. It literally was meant to be hold, but somebody had written late at night hodl and everyone thought it was funny, so they stuck with it. These are the things that you hold on for dear life. You don't sell. You're just going to maybe earn some interest on, and the interest rates are incredible. I can talk about that later. But 50% of your holdings, if you put them into these automated bots, and while they're super fun and you might want to sit there and look at them a lot, you don't need to. Once they're set up, you can literally just walk away and leave them alone. So 50% of your entire crypto holdings can be generating enough cash flow to A, either live off, or B, reinvest back in and keep growing your asset value. So the numbers that we're going to talk about here are going to seem pretty crazy, but I just need to say, like the disclaimer, it's not financial advice. The information is just based off our direct experience only. Of course, do your own due diligence, and past performance is not indicative of future results. Here's where it starts for us. So we got involved in the training course, we started doing it, and the first thing you do is you set up some demo bots. And like I said, it can literally take 2 minutes to set them up. You're just following about 3 or 4 different rules and bang, it's done. The software is super easy to use. You don't need to know charts, but if you've been doing investing for a while, maybe you've looked at charts before. But basically our demo bots, running them for a couple of weeks, up to 3 weeks in what this is actually showing here, you're looking at anything between 0.8% a day up to 3.76% a day. So that's a daily earning rate. And what Dan Hollings teaches in the plan is to conservatively look at, 0.5% a day. So if you can be bringing in 15% a month, I mean, there's not even a bank on the planet that is doing anything like 15% a year, let alone 15% a month. But what happens is you put your demo bots on to see what you might want to go live with, like what would you like to actually invest real money with. And this arrow is pointing at the one that we chose for our very first bot. Now, what happened with us back in July is because we'd paid for the course and, we didn't have a lot of cash and we were sort of like, well, can we just use the crypto that we already had? We decided to kind of look at the pie graph that he lays out and said, well, let's just sell off some of the crypto that we've got to move it into the coins that we need for that particular automated bot, and just leave the rest sitting there and hodling. Now, unfortunately, July was a really down market, so even though we'd already 4 times our investment with our crypto, we're probably down to about half of that in July, but we were super keen to get started on this, and as it turns out, the bot profits have more than brought that back for us as well. So remember where I said that we were worried about following the rules? Well, yeah, we struggled with following the rules. In fact, we even purposely broke the rules, and it's great for us because we get to have the contrast now of what it's like to follow the plan to the T versus trying to go out there and be a renegade and do it on your own. So as I said, July was a pretty tough month in the market. And we were lacking a bit of confidence. We were still new to it all. But basically, we did the one thing that Dan said you should never ever do, and that is to close a bot when your numbers aren't right. We were just like, no, let's just close it, just see what happens. So at the end of looking what our bot had already profited and sent out as our cash flow, less what the value of the coins had dropped down to, we literally had only made $47 in the first 3 weeks, which was crazy. But it was a great lesson because in August we decided, right, let's do everything to the T. Let's take a little bit more of our crypto holdings, put a little bit of cash in. This was our risk management as well. Like, crypto had only been fun for us for the last couple of years, and we didn't feel like we were risking any money going into it. So in August, we followed everything as we should have done, and the results were having 2 bots, which is the start of a portfolio, and that's one of the highest recommendations is when you go live, try to have 2 bots. I mean, if you need to start with one, okay, start with one, but 2 bots is much better. So one of the reasons why I did actually close these bots down rather than keep them going at the end of August is I just wanted to have something to look at the numbers with. Plus, we're a little bit ADD and we get bored easily with doing nothing, which is one of the biggest rules that Dan says is like, do nothing. So in September, I literally started, we had enough money to put on a 3rd bot based off the profits and adding a little bit more. So we started 3 bots in September. Again, I had the intention that by the end of the month, I would be closing these things down, just completely clearing what's our profit, what can we reinvest, what can we take out, like doing everything like that. But as it turns out, that didn't happen because a freak accident literally forced us to do nothing. So on September 13th, Nat was in a really totally bizarre accident. She ended up breaking her leg. She was totally unable to move around, do anything. I was caring for her. She had her surgery a week later. So basically the first 2 weeks, I was like doing everything and just had no time whatsoever to even open the computer and look at the bots, and just didn't have the mindset for it. But the crazy part was that at the end of the month, like after those 2 weeks, I actually hurt myself as well. I ended up with a herniated disc. So the prescription for both of us was to rest and recuperate and do nothing. The pain that I was in with my back, I couldn't even lay in bed on the computer. So I had pretty much no computer time whatsoever. Nat was like just trying to heal and just trying to work out, how she was going to be able to maneuver around on crutches, etc. for the next however many weeks. So by the time end of November came around and, we were both able to sort of get back onto the computer and have a look at things, it was nearly 3 months since the start of September, and these same little 3 bots had just been chugging away in the background, earning 0.72% a day, 0.74% a day, 1.25% a day. It was just incredible. So the 3 bots had about an $8,700 investment. I couldn't believe when I added this up, when I took this screenshot, it was $6,666 in profit. But that's basically a 76.6% return over the 12 weeks, and $78 a day. You can't sneeze at that. So like August, it still sort of came out at roughly 25% per month in earnings, but we didn't do anything for 12 weeks. Didn't even open the computer up to have a look at them. And that, I think, was like the weirdest part. So we have had the two ends of the seesaw, the two ends of the perspective of, being in there looking at it every day and fiddling around with stuff versus being forced to do nothing, and just letting these things work as they should. And the best part is that by the end of November, we'd already surpassed our end year goals. So we started this training course back in June, July, and we'd set a goal for the end of the year to have, a certain amount split amongst the pie graph that Dan suggests, and using what he teaches as well, like looking at DeFi and interest earning wallets, staking. We own a couple of NFTs now, and of course we're running our automated traded bots. And as we make more profit, we put more bots on because it just creates more cash flow. It's just incredible. So it is fun. It's totally fun. Even if you walk away from it, it's more fun to come back and go, oh, look what these things had actually done. But for us, we weren't fully fired. We fully love the you guys are so smart in being able to be financially independent, retiring early. We had a situation about 10 years ago that's kind of like held us up on that process. So this is the new financial system. We fully believe in it. We're supporting a lot of the projects. The world is already going this way, whether people realize it or not. But I'm not here to sort of say to people, you've got to get into crypto, but I am. You've got to get into crypto. It's just the way of the future. So especially if you've got investments, at least make it a part of that to start with. You're going to do very well in the next couple of years. So our Change Financial Reality is all from what we've learned in the plan. It is such a unique way to capitalize on the volatility or the wiggle of the crypto market. I mean, Dan calls it wiggling away to wealth. And really, it doesn't matter if the market is up, down, sideways. These are like little, small, tiny profits made every hour, and they add up. And the more you do it, and the more you're in the crypto space, the more your confidence grows. And therefore, you can, make the decision to put more money in, which is what we did, which is then, of course, increased our returns. So the big question, of course, that everyone says, especially if you're used to the stock market, is like, what if the market crashes? Well, the market crashed at the time of this recording, literally, a few days ago. And I started a bot. I started a new bot in the market crash. And it did better than anything that we'd ever done before. And it earned $229 in 1 day and 8 hours. That's just one bot. One bot that was just less than $3,000. So that's 7.68% in a day and a bit, not even a day and a half, which is totally crazy. So we love this stuff so much that we've actually, we're doing this all the time now. We love talking about it. We've created a community where anybody else who's doing the plan are inside the plan with us as bot buddies. And we get together regularly on Zoom calls, and we share our winning coin pairs. We also post them here in the group as well, so that everybody benefits. As you find something really cool that's earning great money, then we share it and let everyone know and catch up on Zoom. And it's just it's like, we call it our bot buddy huddles, because it's really cool to get together with people who are doing the same thing, and it's just so much fun. So if you want to find out more about the plan, or if you have heard about the plan and you're wanting to, come and learn with us and be with us and, have that sort of hand-holding guidance experience, but then more than anything, the mind hive stuff, like sharing what you learn, what you discover, what you're, investing in and making money with, because it's kind of this amazing, abundant space where everybody wins. Everybody can share what they're researching, and we all get the benefit of it. So you can go to insidetheplan.com before Tuesday the 14th, or midnight Tuesday the 14th of December. There'll be a webinar replay that's available. If you're watching this video after that date, then that replay video won't be available and enrollment will be closed. But, you know, get into crypto anyway. And one of the ways you can get into crypto is look at the links down below this video and come and join us in our Facebook group called Crypto Kindy, which is an Aussie term for kindergarten. So it's very beginner friendly, of course. And yeah, we have a host of different bonuses at insidetheplan.com/bonuses. Again, all these links are down in the description. But I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you're interested in crypto or you're interested in earning some really, really good returns, then give me a shout. And, you know, Nat, myself, you know, we're here. And actually there's a number of FIRE people and digital nomads and, you know, house sitters that are all involved in this. And I think that's what makes it even better, because we've all got the same mindset around lifestyle, but we're having fun with this new economy, this new way of making money. It's just so cool. Again, just follow the links below this video, and we look forward to chatting with you if you have any questions. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.